Bye, Mai. Jarta. Bye, bye. Oh boy, after almost 2.5 3 hours of doing the check-in and then the immigration, after that the security, I'm finally here sipping a coffee. Not because I'm tired, I was just too frustrated with the way the check-in counters operated. You're allowed to carry 25 kilograms of checked baggage and 7 kilograms of hand baggage. I also had a laptop bag. Usually, if the laptop bag is small, they don't count it in terms of the weight and they let you carry it. And my laptop bag is a very small, not too small, medium size backpack. And it had only the laptop and maybe the iPad, that's it. They wanted to measure all the 3 bags together. The hand baggage came out to be 14 kilos and the check baggage came to be around 22 kilos. At the check-in counter, the lady who's taking care of the Emirates, because that's my flight, she was like, you can't carry 14 kilos, the limit is only 7. I said, I can wear the jacket, carry the helmet and the drone bag and also my Sony camera in my hand, and the weight would probably be within their limits. There was a huge line, as you saw. I had to step out, rearrange the stuff and then re-measure the weights. We ended up with 23 kilos of checked baggage. I shifted all my clothes from the hand baggage to the checked baggage. The hand baggage, including the backpack, came out to be 9.7 kilos. So technically I was overweight by maybe 700 grams, let's say 1 kilo round figure. She could have just charged me for that 1 kilo. I told her very nicely, saying if I have to readjust and come back, it's just wasting my time. And no, the attitude was very arrogant and I'm not happy with how Emirates is treating like small inconveniences. It's not adding too much of their weight to the overall flight, which matters at the end of the day. They were requesting people to check in their hand baggages because the flight is full. That is something that's a big trend that's happening recently and I'm not at all happy with that. Anyway, rants aside, time to have some coffee and we have another maybe 15-20 minutes before the boarding starts. Also, compared to last time when I flew international 2 years back, things have changed quite a lot. There's a McDonald's here and also there is a lounge and few other restaurants. There's Starbucks here. Things have improved quite a lot in the international terminal. We are all the way to the back with the twin seats. A lot of leg room. Just 2 seats, not by the window, but at least not crowded compared to these 3 seats. There is a cocktail party and also I have a special bike launch that's happening. So all the creators are ready for the cocktail party and we're heading to the location right now. I'm probably the only one who is underdressed with a t-shirt, polo and a jeans because I didn't expect this event. I didn't have any clothes for this, like a common party wear or something. I did have some casual clothes, but in the last minute I picked them out. I feel a little underdressed. The World Ducati premiere of something special that none of us know. We have Niharika here. Amit probably knows, but he's not telling us.
If I tell you, then I'm fired.
After 8:30 you can tell us.
No, I guess
it's going to come after 8:30.
Benvenuti here in Misano. We are here this evening to introduce to you for the first time live a product which is very emotional for all of us, very emotional, very important for Ducati. We are now ready to see live the new Panigale V4.
I'm one of those very few Indians and probably the only motovlogger from India to get a first look of this brand new 2025 Ducati Panigale V4S. I can't thank Ducati and Ducati India enough for this privilege. And coming to the motorcycle, if you're interested in specifications, there are tons of videos online which can go over that stuff. So let me instead give you my first impressions of what I liked and what I didn't. Design is subjective and what you see online and in person can vary a lot. This happened with the recently launched BMW R1300 GS and now I believe the same is happening with the new Panigale. Personally, I like the front because for me this is a throwback to the old designs such as the 916, 1199 and 1299, which I personally like over the previous gen sharper designs. And I think this will grow over time. However, smoother lines don't age well and that's something I would wait to judge. Other biggest change that a lot of people had very polarizing opinion on is the lack of single-sided swing arm. It definitely does not look as sexy as a single-sided swing arm, but there is a reason they did it. And people who know their motorcycles well know that even MotoGP bikes don't have a single-sided swing arm and there are multiple reasons for that. Lesser stiffness, lower unsprung mass, this is what 2.7 kilos lighter than before, which is significant, and better center of gravity with the silencer under the engine. Also, another bigger change that I noticed is the seat. I think this is one of the most comfortable Panigales because the seat is wider, longer, and there is more space to move, which is significant if you're riding this on the track, or if you're crazy, you can tour on a Panigale because it comes with a feature cruise control and even the display is much larger than the previous generation, which all adds to making it that much more comfortable over the previous generation. We'll get into more detail when we have the bike for the first ride impressions. But as of now, I like it. Post the launch, we were getting ready for a cocktail dinner along with media and the Ducati management. To our surprise, it was on the MotoGP track. I can't imagine any other brand going to this extent to make a launch that much more special. Anyway, the brand new Panigale was the center of attention with some bikes covered in drapes, which we were curious about. While we were chilling over some music, good food and a bit of laser show, we heard some racy exhaust in the background. Spec and NA on their race spec Panigales, the latest generation ones.
The bike is still now getting out from the assembly line and you see the bike in full racing trim with everything you've seen outside. They are ready already in the color of the teams. I'm excited in one way. I hope you are excited as well. It's a present for all of you. Let's enjoy this race for tomorrow. Thank you so much for everyone.
As you heard from Claudio, these are brand new Panigales, fresh out of the factory, and they'll be racing them on the track tomorrow in the Lenovo Race of Champions. And I had a chance to take a closer look at Pecco's bike, and some of the details were really interesting. This is probably what would end up as the MotoGP edition of the Panigale 1 to 2 years down the line or much earlier. And I love this. Hopefully someday we get to own not just a Panigale V4S but a MotoGP replica. That would truly be a dream come true moment.